Hi, welcome to Mangalore University BCA first semester C Programming Lab, Part A, Program 4. In Program 4, we are going to reverse a number and find the sum of individual digits. Also, we check for palindrome. So, let us start with the program. Before that, in this particular program, we are going to use some while loop. So, what is while loop? If looping, when you say loops, we are going to repeat the same set of statements till a particular condition is satisfied, or you want to repeat the same set of statements n number of times. In that case, we use these looping statements. We have different types of loops. One is while loop, the other one is do while, and even we will learn a for loop. While loop. So while loop syntax is while condition opening parenthesis body of the loop close. So while condition, this body of the loop or this particular statements will be executed till the condition is true. Once the condition becomes false, the statements or the control will come out of the loop. For example, when I say while, so say I is equal to 1, while I is less than 10, means there is no semicolon. I'll just say I plus plus, or I is equal to I plus 1. In that case, it will, I will check initially I is equal to 1. Now I is less than 10. Yes. Then it will say I will become 2. Once again, this will, the control will go to the while condition. It will check now I is equal to 2. 2 is less than 10. Yes. Then it will increase the value by 1, 3. Once again, it will go back here and it will check whether 3 is less than 10. Yes. Then the value will be incremented by 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the value will become 9. So 9 is less than 10. Yes. It will come here 9 plus plus. It will come here. The value is 9 plus plus. 9 plus plus will become 10. It will come here. 10 is less than 10. No, not at all. So the control will come out of the loop. So the control will come out of the loop and it will just start doing the next statement. Say maybe printf. I'll just go for some statements. This is while loop. The same while loop can be modified in a small correction, or the same while loop can be done in a different form. We call it as do while. In this while loop, first the condition is checked. If the condition is true, then the body of the loop will be executed. But in do while, the condition is checked after the body of the loop. So this condition, the body of the loop will be executed at least once. So at least once the condition will be, the body of the loop will be executed, then we check for the condition. So this we call it as do while loop. So both while loop and do while loop can be used in your program. So we are going to use while loop in this particular program. So the program is, we are going to find the reverse of a number and find the sum of individual digits. Also, we check for palindrome. So let us consider a small number. Say I say 121. That is 121. So you have to find the reverse of a number. So I'll just read from here only. 121, like that I am reading. When I say reverse of the number, I will read from this particular direction. The reverse is going to be 1 to 1. Or you consider one more example. 1, 2, 3. We read 1, 2, 3. Instead, if you read it in this reverse direction, the value will become 3, 2, 1. This is what we call it as the reverse of the number. Now, the second one is find the sum of individual digits. So, I have a number 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, I want to find the sum of these digits, means 1 plus 2 plus 3. That is equal to 6. This we call it as sum of individual digits. So now what is a palindrome? When you say a palindrome, if the original number and the reverse is going to be same. See here 1, 2, 3 is my original value given number and this is the reverse. 1, 2, 3 is equal to 3 to 1? No, they are not equal. So this is not a palindrome. But if you check here 1 to 1, 1 to 1, the reverse is also 1 to 1. So both are equal, then in that case we say this is a palindrome. So palindrome means if the original and the reverse are going to be same, if both are equal, then we call it as a palindrome. So normally we just learn all these things in a string also. So for example, say madam, M-A-D-A-M. If you read it from here also, it will be madam. So this we call it as a palindrome. Liril, L-I-R-I-L. If you read it here in the reverse also, that is going to be a palindrome. And even one more example, Malayalam. Malayalam, when you say, that also is going to be a palindrome. These are some examples of text. So now we are working with only your numbers. Let's start with the coding. Here what I am going to do, I am going to have a number and I am going to find the remainder and sum. These are the variables I want. So let me see how I am going to separate my text. Say my input is 1, 2, 3. Okay, I want to find the reverse means I want 3 first. To get this 3, what I will try to do, I'll say 123 mod 10. So what is mod operator? Mod operator will return a reminder. So 1, 2, 3 is there. Okay. So what is the, when you divide it by 10, what is the value? 12 tens or 120. The remainder is 3. So the mod operator will return a reminder that is equal to 3. Fine. Now when I say now I remove this 3, I want this only 12. There is 12. 12 is going to be the quotient. To get the quotient, what I will do? 123 divided by 10 I will do. That will return 12. Now what I have done? I have divided my number 123 into two parts. That is the quotient and the remainder by using dividing by 10. Got it? Now what is my number? I got this 3 and I got this 12. What is the next digit I have to read? 2. So once again what I will do? 12 mod 10. 12 mod 10 is equal to 12 divided by 10 is remainder. Mod will give you remainder is equal to 2. So I'll be getting 2. Now I want to make this 3 and 2 as 32. To make this as 32, what I will do? I will just try to multiply 3 multiply by 10, that is equal to 30, plus this remainder 2 will become 32. Correct? So that is what we will be doing. Now I got 32. I'll say now once again I remove this 2 means the balance should be 1. So 12 divided by 10 is equal to 1. I'm left with 2 and 1. So once again I'll start. So 1 mod 10, the value will become 1. Mod value will, remainder is 1. And when I say, I will just make this here 32 multiply by 10, that is 320 plus 1. When I say plus 1, I got the reverse 3 to 1. Once again 1 divided by 10 will become 0. So when the number becomes 0, I will stop. So this is the actual logic we are going to follow. To start with the actual coding, we want all these variables. The input number, you want to calculate the remainder. So remainder, and I want to calculate the sum, correct? You want to find the reverse. For that I will be using sum of individual digits. So sum, reverse, I want the reverse of the number, and temporarily I will store my number because I am going to divide it by 10 every time. So 3 to 1 will become 32, 32 will become 1, and I want to compare it with the reverse, no? So for that sake, I am going to use a temporary variable given to store my number. So here clear screen, input a number. scanf percentage d ampersand number, and I store my number temporarily in a variable called given. Then I'll go for my while. So till which situation you have to repeat these statements? While the number is greater than 0. When the condition is true, the statements will be the statements given inside the while loop will be executed. If the statement is false, the control will come out of the loop. So I am giving while number is greater than 0, remainder is equal to number mod 10. Correct? Then sum is equal to sum plus remainder. I want to calculate the sum of individual digits also. I want to calculate 3 plus 2 plus 1. So sum is equal to sum plus remainder. Reverse is equal to what I said. You have to multiply by 10 and you have to add the remainder. Number is equal to number divided by 10. So we are going to remove the remainder part. That is, you are going to remove one last digit and we are going to extract only the remaining digits. For that, divide by 10. So we repeat this again and again till the number is greater than 0. So now we got the remainder, sum and the reverse. So I'll print the sum of digits of given number as sum, and I will check whether the given, since the number have become 0, I want to compare, no, so I have stored it in given. So if given is equal to reverse, I print percentage d is a palindrome. Else I print percentage d is not a palindrome. This is the coding. So you can give the input. Say check this 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So what we try to do here, the number is equal to number, we start number and even the remainder you want, reverse you want, and so number is equal to 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So what is the remainder? When you divide it by 10, remainder is going to be 1, and reverse when you want to calculate, initially we started with 0. So 0 into 10 plus 1, that will become reverse is 1 initially. Then I will just say sum is equal to sum plus remainder. So what is the remainder? 1. Okay. So now we say number is equal to number divided by 10. So it will become 1, 2, 3, 2. Once again, when I divide, the number remainder will be 2. Then when you multiply 1 into 10 plus 2 will become 12. And we say sum is equal to sum plus 1 plus 2. Once again, we'll come here. We'll get, we remove, divided by 10, 1, 2, 3. When you extract the bit, it will become 3, and it is 12 into 10 plus 3, that is equal to 123. Like this we process, and we will be getting the digits also. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is equal to 9. And since the reverse and the original number are same, we say it is a palindrome. The same thing, if you give the input 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is not a palindrome. Sum is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. That is the logic. So always remember the statements. You have to divide the number by 10 to remove the least bit. If you use percentage mod operator, it will return only the remainder. So slash division will return the quotient, and mod operator, that is percentage symbol, will return the remainder. So we are going to use this percentage divide by 10 and mod 10 here to extract the bits and find the sum, reverse, and check for the palindrome. Have a nice day.